Hey guys, sorry, I forgot to add myself to the stage. That's the kind of day I'm having. How is everybody doing? I am in full unpacking mode. Um, it's 1 o'clock here. I hope y'all are doing well wherever you are. We just got done eating lunch and she's needs a nap, but ain't gonna take one. Hope everybody is doing well. So there has been two, and I think it was Robin who told me this. I'm sorry. Yep, Robin. Thank you for letting me know. I was gonna check at like 2 o'clock, so that I could do a live because Mr. Squid now gets home at 4:30 instead of 5. So I kind of like to be done by the time that he is, he gets home. So like I'll do my 9:05 morning stream, and then I like stream from like 2 to 3:30 or 2 to 4, and then call it a day, and then come back at night. I like to stream when he's not home because I don't know. I like to spend time with him, when he's home and all that. So so I used to get Max Lab used to be really nice to me and just let me know when there was stuff available. Well, he has me blocked on Discord because of people who I will not talk about being dramatic, and I eliminate dramatic people from my life. So yeah. And Janice MB, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. How are you doing today? Shush, slug. Shush, shush, shush. And hey, Mom, how are you doing? How is your hand? Everybody wish Mama Squid well. She is off work for a few days due to a slight accident at work where she busted her hand, busted her butt, and hit her face. So yeah, the drama is getting out of hand, and I'm not buying into it. When people, I'm not going to let anybody affect my bottom line, and that is the care of my family and the ability to put food on my table. Do I make a lot of money on YouTube? Hell no. However, do I make a little bit to support my family as a stay-at-home mom? Yes. And ain't nobody going to no drama llama. Just yep. Exactly. So I asked someone to leave me out and not convolute a timeline with me talking to someone, and they laughed at me. So I said no, and they laughed at me. So I proceeded to block them, and then they proceeded to throw a tantrum like a toddler, and everybody around them seems to be like, I don't know. It's just weird. I just say I don't want to talk to y'all anymore, and apparently just saying I don't want anything to do with you anymore. You just and I hold nothing against them. I just don't want to be dragged into drama where when you start to affect my bottom line. I can't. So when you start to affect my bottom line, I'm done. So there's 2 documents. One is 4 pages and one is 2. So we will start with this one. And you notice the judge always puts Gainesville Division, and I will point that out every single time. Oh, it's fine. Like I'm just, meh. It's one of those things, like if you worry about people who don't matter, it's the same thing I said about the fleas. Like if you worry about people who don't impact your life in a positive way, like, and it's nothing against them. Just, I can't. Like, and when someone starts throwing a temper tantrum about, an apparent temper tantrum about the fact that I blocked them on Facebook. One, I talked about it this morning. Only boomers use Facebook. Only boomers use Facebook. Sorry if y'all have Facebook users, but yeah, and I love everybody on YouTube, but there are some people on YouTube who are my legit friends. I talk to all the time. Like we talk offline. They bought my child Christmas gifts. Like, I just, not to toot my own horn, but I just sent Rosalind a birthday gift because Rosalind's birthday is tomorrow. So like, those are people who I talk to consistently off YouTube that I consider my friends. There are some people who are acquaintances, and like, the minute you do something that they don't like, they pull a Laura Owens and they flip out. And I'm just not a thing. Like I'm just not about it. Like I just yep. And that's my thing. Like and Yoda and I hold, and that's the thing, like I hold nothing against anybody. I just can't. Oh yes, Yoda, you are my friend. I talked to you off of YouTube. Like you and I had a phone conversation yesterday, not a YouTube, not a Facebook Messenger, not a Google Voice. Like we talk. Like you have the real phone number. Like Slug is a friend. Like I talk to Slug. Don't like don't hold this against me, y'all, but I talk to Slug off of Discord, off of YouTube. Like Slug is my friend. Like, yeah, that's kind of, and I joke that I had somebody write me, and no offense to this person if they were watching, I mentioned it this morning, but they wrote me on my personal Facebook page and they said, just so you know, YouTube shows your name. I'm like, yes, that's because it's my personal face. Yes, Lori, oh my god. Lori was on my first ever stream where I could not figure out how to add myself to StreamYard's stage. Like she was on my first ever live stream that was like 8 minutes long just to see if I could do this. And like, yeah. Oh yes, and I did repost on my community page. I did repost Uncle Frank's Kids. They launched a merch store. It is a LLC that is for talking to and speaking of Slug, a large iced coffee, no ice, 20 sugar. Jesus, Pete. I am peak human performance. Sorry, Slug. That one needed to be read out loud because that was too funny. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like that's the thing when I just eliminate drama from my life, I hold no ill will against those people. They can continue to do whatever they want, say whatever they want. Like I don't, I'll never like, will we ever be friends? 99.9% chance that's a no. However, that doesn't mean that I hold any ill will against any of them. And will never attack any of them because that's just not who I am. So, yeah. This is what we're going to get into. So we have documents 88 and 89. So we're going to start with 88. All right. And I'm going to move myself so that y'all know that the people who hate that I read, you are not late to this party at all. We are just starting. I give that like 10 minutes of time. YouTube is slow with sending out notifications, especially on last minute streams. So like we give people a couple of minutes to, file in. Yes, and if you would, please hit that like button. It would really help me out. And to the 5 people, 4 of which I can probably name, who always hit who have always hit the down button since yesterday and have gone back on previous videos and hit the down button. Thank you. You still help me with the algorithm. Oh, and I think it's funny when adults act like children, but then complain about other people acting like children. It's like people who make fun of the fleas for acting like children, but literally do the same shit. It's, hey. Oh no. Oh, and the little found my dog tags, which is always a fun time. I'm going to have to move this shelf because that shelf just disappeared. Did y'all catch that in the background? That, yeah, it's all drama nobody needs. And yeah, please don't repeat what you've heard in other streams out of respect. And if y'all like, it's one of those things of like, y'all can tell me, but like people have sent me clips, and I'm like, I just delete them because I'm like, I don't care. It's you. People can say whatever they want to a limit of defamation, but yeah. And love me or hate me, I'm me. Like, I don't know. Smartass posted on my comments this morning. I showed it on my last stream because he wanted his 15 minutes of fame, so I'm gonna give him it. But the problem, smartass, is in order for you to be a smartass, you actually have to be smart, and you failed that part. He made a comment about something on. I did a Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni stream. If y'all want drama, that's drama. If you want drama that is a little less personal, then people are taking the what the hell's drama because people know the involved parties. But that is drama. He said, "Good Lord, now I understand why a lot of people don't like this channel. This girl makes more sighing and breathing noises than she does words. I'm sorry for having to maintain my life by breathing. And if you don't like it, feel free to stop and see what happens." Okay, you're going to break that, you know? Yep, there we go. Okay. I have tried to be a good dude. I distance myself from various channels, but never, and I mean never. This is good. Well, I've told you personally to go F yourself more times than I can count, and you've never gotten mad at me. But like, like people, there are some people like Laura that go Laura Owens. I'm just gonna call it going Laura Owens. That you tell them no, and it's like they flip out. So I don't know, but. Poor Maureen, I love you, but you're difficult. But luckily for you, my favorite thing when I worked in a hospital was difficult patients. So we're all good. Thank you. And sorry I had to maintain life. And I do apologize for the next couple of weeks for those of you who have to listen to me or like to listen to me. If I am coughing more, I apologize. I will try to mute myself, but I can't always do it. It's pollen season right now, and my allergy medication, I don't take it in the wintertime because I hate taking medicine if I don't have to. We get exposed to enough chemicals in life. I don't want to put extras in my body. But starting about yesterday, stuff started to get hard. So yeah, I just like to give y'all a heads up because I will try to mute myself, but it's not always going to be the case. Everything is starting to have a layer of yellow on it. If you know, you know. Oh yeah, I have a Navage. It's a daily thing these days. Starting in allergy season. It's gross, but it's grossly fascinating. All right. Currently before the court is defendant's motion for reconsideration, reorder 66, and request for remote hearing, document 82. No response is necessary. The motion is denied. And I love how he bolds the word denied. It's that denied, sit down. I need buttons. But yeah. So I want to get buttons and I want to get a stream deck. However, me with buttons will be more annoying than Slug on a good day. Oh, thank you. I am me. Like, love me and hate me. I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to be me. Like she's on my channel. Do I like that she's 100% on my channel? No. However, I am a stay-at-home mom, and that is real life, and that's just some things you just can't help. First, the court will decide whether it believes a hearing is necessary to resolve a motion. If the court says that the parties should expect a hearing to be held, then after the court, after reading the completed brief, decides it can resolve the issue without a hearing, then that is the court's prerogative. Yes, don't tell the judge that he should have done something. You are never, ever going to... just side eye. All right. Okay, don't tell the judge what to do. After all, the purpose of a hearing is to assist the court. Would you like to get down?
No.
Okay, you want to stay right there? Okay. After all, the purpose of a hearing is to assist the court in resolving a matter. If the court determines a hearing would not be helpful in resolving a matter, then the court will not waste its time and the time and money of the litigants. Oh my God, I love this judge. Oh my God, I love this judge. He doesn't hold hearings just for the sake of holding hearings, because a 5-minute hearing still costs people a lot of money. Like, it's Kenneth, you bring up a really good point. You bring up a really good point. And sorry, I'm using my mouth with my left hand, so what? Oh, sweet girl. Oh no. Oh, now you want to go. Okay, you got it. You got your wish. You got it unlocked, so now you can go. Okay. Don't get me copyright struck, please. This is a very good point right here. Well, let me repeat this. If the court determines a hearing would not be helpful in resolving a matter, then the court will not waste its time and the time and money of the litigants by holding one. Everything costs money. And as taxpayers, if it doesn't cost the litigants money and it costs the judge money, the time in the courtroom, all of that is a taxpayer burden. So now, not only are you wasting your client's money, that one, you get the point, but you're wasting taxpayer money as well. Yeah, in person. Moreover, no party has a right to a hearing before the court rules on a motion. See Northern District of Florida, Local Rule 7.1K. The court may, and most often does, rule on a motion without oral argument, even if a party requests oral argument. Bubbles wants his oral argument. Defendant does not satisfy the high standard required for granting a reconsideration under Rule 60B. See Aldana v. Del Monte Fresh Produce, Inc., 11th Circuit 2014, explaining that to obtain reconsideration under Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 60B, a party must demonstrate a justification so compelling that the district court is required to vacate the order. You're recording your leg. She's so... Photography by Baby Squid. She records her feet a lot. A party must demonstrate a justification so compelling that this district court is required to vacate its order. Defendants have not shown that the court was incorrect in its conclusion that they improperly asserted boilerplate objections to plaintiffs' discovery requests, nor have defendants shown that the court was incorrect in its conclusion that under well-established precedent, he should have highlighted well-established, but, such boilerplate objections are akin to no objection at all. Although there have been many specific and targeted objections that defendants could have, and now wish they would have made to plaintiffs' discovery requests, the fact is that defendants chose not to make such a legally proper objections at the appropriate time. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. Like, oh, yeah, I do too. I do too. Poor Maureen, I love you, but don't talk about other channels on this channel, even if, we just don't, friend or foe, we don't talk about other channels on this channel, because that is paying and giving other channels too much time and effort and brain power that I just don't have. Like, we're running on, you're fine, but just point out the rules, that just because I like you, my rules, you are not an exception to my rule. We're not getting started on that. But I do know that some people just want some people even have a problem with how much I talk, even though generally I always make it through the motions. They still have a problem with the fact that I talk, and some people just want the documents themselves. So I can understand both perspectives. So, what? No, are you okay? Ugh. You're fine. I just like to let you know that I consider you a friend, but you are no exception to the rules. Footnote 1. Always read the footnotes because sometimes they contain very valuable information. The appropriate time to make legally proper objections is when responding to the discovery requests. It is not in a response to a motion to compel or in an amended response filed after a motion to compel. Damn the footnotes. And yeah, I'm kind of in that same mentality. But at the same time, I understand people just wanting to read, and a Pacer account takes months to get. So it's not like you can sign up today and have the documents tomorrow. So, Yay! Good news. Hey, Kim, how are you? Yeah, I don't think, and the only problem with the judge being aggressive is I feel like Bubbles will use that as a thing, All right. Instead, defendants decide to do something that is flatly prohibited. They use general and boilerplate objections. Boilerplate is my new favorite word. If defendants are now suffering the consequences because of that poor decision, then they have nobody to blame but themselves. Third, the court will reiterate what it said in its prior order. Defendants must produce to plaintiff any non-privileged documents within their possession, custody, or control. Say it louder for the people in the back, that are responsive to plaintiff's requests for production numbers 5, 11, and 12. The court did not order defendants to undertake any onerous process to create documents that did not already exist. Nor did the court order defendants to produce any documents that are in the possession, custody, or control of some third party. If defendants do not have any responsive documents within their possession, custody, or control, then they have nothing responsive to produce, and they should respond to plaintiff in that matter. If, on the other hand, defendants have responsive documents within their possession, custody, or control, then they should provide such documents to plaintiff no later than March 4th, 2025 at 5 p.m. We's writing this down. We're writing this down because March 4th, 5 p.m. BBB deadline. If I don't do it while I'm thinking about it and talking to you guys, I will not actually remember to do it. Document deadline. 5 p.m. It's on my March calendar. Oh, 5 p.m. Central. So, yeah. 6 p.m. my time. So ordered this 26th day of February 2025. Zachary C. Bolitho, United States Magistrate Judge. God, this is funny. All right, there is document number 1. So she makes a mess in my office, and then she walks away. It's funny the way things work. I feel like I've picked up this room like 3 times today. So I'm just saying, fathers, if you are a working dad with a stay-at-home mom and the house looks like crap when you get back, it's because I just cleaned this whole thing up, the same thing, 2 hours ago. And I got to do it again. So there's that. Yeah, that's the downside to my house right now is I have so much laundry to do. we have a washer and dryer. However, the outlet here is a 50 amp outlet or a 30 amp outlet, and our washer is a 30 or 50, one of the two, and we need a cable or an adapter to be able to plug in our washer. So our dirty clothes are piling up. The good news is I'm actually going through and wearing different clothes instead of like the same 6 outfits that I wear every week because I'm having to. All right. Well, look at that. That was not expected. Rick, thank you. 30 amp is 3 prongs, 50 amp is 4 prongs. I'm Mr. Squid was doing it. He's I was an electrician, but like it's one of those things of like he was doing it, just messaged or like sent me the link to what he wanted me to order on Amazon because I'm the one with the Prime account, and like that's all I just can't remember which is which. I haven't been back there to look. It's one of those things of like I've been dealing with a lot of other stuff in this house. Like we just yeah, we have to consider. I'm not sure what it is. Like, yeah. There's a couple of laundromats here that I could go to, but time, like it's like $15 to do a load of laundry these days. I would rather just wait. There we go. It's just an extra ground. Yeah, I know there's something with it. It's one of those like I've been doing the kitchen stuff, and the little one's bed, and I have stuff to unpack, and I have my home gym to unpack and clean up, and all of that stuff. So like the laundry and hooking up the washer and dryer was him. All right, the second order. Document 89. This matter is before the court on defendant's amended motion for extension of time to disclose a rebuttal expert. Plaintiff has responded in opposition. In the motion, defendants sought an extension of time to disclose a rebuttal handwriting expert. Defendants further stated that if the extension were to be denied, then they would assert counterclaims against plaintiff and designate the expert not as a rebuttal expert, but as an affirmative expert to testify in support of their counterclaims. Defendant have since filed such counterclaims against plaintiff. In those counterclaims, defendants deny writing the signs in question and claim plaintiff created the signs. For all practical purposes, it appears that defendant's motion has become moot based on the filing of the counterclaims. Any handwriting expert retained and properly and timely disclosed by defendants to support their affirmative counterclaims would be speaking to the same issues as an expert retained to rebut plaintiff's allegations that defendant created the signs. Accordingly, defendant's amended motion for extension of time to disclose a rebuttal expert is moot. I mean, that one's fair. That one's completely fair. This one is like you said if your motion was denied, you were going to file a counterclaim. You did it anyway, so now that motion was completely moot. Oh yes, I have. Thank you for. And the no document thing, that was just me. That was just me being me. That was just me boomering something. Sorry. The fuzzy is my internet. I might switch internet companies again and go back to Xfinity because Xfinity was worse in my other town and this one was better. And now this one sucks. And yeah, so we're, there we go. So here we go. I'll give y'all time to read it. Rogue Mama, how are you? I did get your, this is document 89. This is the rebuttal expert motion for extension of time to disclose a rebuttal expert. It's moot. Please stop breathing so much. I know. That whole breathing thing, like, how dare I survive and like sustain life by breathing? And I know I'm breathing a little bit heavier these last couple of days because my allergies, but it is what it is. All right. And somebody made a new, oh, come on, where's my StreamYard? There we go. And then let me put it down for you guys so you can see the rest of it. Yeah, it was literally what I read. I just forgot to share it. It's only a page and a half. I'm used to hate the word moot, but when this judge writes the word moot, I'm like, you know what? I don't hate it after all. All right. So we are going to stop that. All right. So we have a new, I'm gonna share the screen so that y'all can get the audio. But this is a new Bruce song. We are going to not blast the eardrums for, let's see how.
Oh, Bruce Maskin, lawyer bold, and Gainesville's court so green. Filed the motion wild and wacky to move its same old scene.
Take it from Gainesville to Gainesville.
He cried with a shout. The judge just smirked and shut it down. Bruce, what's this about? Oh, Bruce, you're swinging and missing. Judge keeps denying. The courtroom's hissing. Rating online, I'm blackballed, it's true. Fame's what you're chasing, but it's chasing you. Defendant Lynette and John, he faced the YouTube king. Jeremy hails the signs and fame, making cash bells
Let's
ring.
see. We get a Davis good approval.
He wrote the signs, I swear. But the judge just yawned, denied again. Bruce, take it elsewhere. Oh, Bruce, you're swinging and missing. Judge keeps denying. The courtroom's hissing. Rating online, I'm blackballed, it's true.
That's her.
Fame's what you're chasing, but it's chasing you. They're out to get me. I'm a legal star. Screaming back.
Andrea, next, please. This is a song somebody sent me, so I'm playing it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but it's not your channel. And I already read both motions. So if you want to go back, you can. And if you don't like the song, blame the person who wrote it. And if you still don't like the song, I can have Rosalind write you in for a Giphy. Like, this is not, I did not create this. Somebody else did.
About sanctions, fame's his fuel. He's taking it too far. Handwriting experts, wild claim signs in the night. Judge rolls his eyes. Bruce, sit down. You're blocking my light. Pressed on and cooked off pawns. He howls, hails, wants the views, but every motion's bounced right back. He's singing the blues. Black Bob, he roars. I'm famous. See from Otter Creek to town. The judge just sighs. Deny Bruce, man, you're wearing me down. Oh, Bruce, you're swinging and missing. Judge keeps denying. The courtroom's hissing. Rating online, I'm blackballed, it's true.
Oh, princess. Like, Andrea, they've also had a channel longer than me. My channel is not even a year old, but you can go fuck yourself and yeet yourself back to wherever rock you crawled out from under. Like, oh, the songs are about having fun. Yes, and I don't do songs every day. Like, I don't play all the songs on my, if you want to listen to their hacking and lies, go ahead. We want to have fun. Yeah. And Andrea, you've been here before and you've created shit before. And like, y'all just tell Andrea exactly what y'all think of her. So, mwah. If you're going to go squid, get scammed by filthy scammers. Oh boy. Yeah. And you know what? I will do an entire stream of songs just to piss off Andrea because, but thank you for the view and the watch time. Y'all haters are everything. Like, and let's just see. Let's just see. I'm curious. Like, actually, no, bitch. No, bitch. Where are you, Andrea? Guess what? Two Lees in a Pod have 3.36. I have 3.52. So, Andrea, you a lying cunt. Whoop. 3.36 for those in the back. Let's see. Hold on. $3.52. So, bye, cunt. Go fuck yourself. Oh, and they also have 563 videos, and I only have 297 because they've had a channel longer than me. My channel is not even a year old. April 1st, we hit, because this was a giant April Fool's joke. April Fool's was the day I started my channel. So, like, yeah. See, but honestly, Bonnie, though, like, Two Lees in a Pod is actually a pretty catchy, like, like, I may not like them as people, but like, you have to admit when good marketing is good marketing, and Two Lees in a Pod is kind of good marketing. Like, you got to call it like you see it. Like, I might not like their personalities, but like, yeah. So you have the same birthday as Tube Town. Yeah, it was kind of a joke. It wasn't really a joke, but it was like, let me start it on April 1st because it's going to be ridiculous. And like, sorry, it's one of those things where it's like, when someone comes at me with a provable fact, I'm curious. So she said as a fact, like she presented it as a fact. Where did she put it? Did somebody time her out and delete all her but Andrea's been here before. She's one of the biggest okay. And that's why even Two Fleas has more subs. You presented that as a fact, and that is a easily provable fact. So if you're going to lie, if you're going to say something, one, do your fucking homework. And two, don't lie about something so easily provable. That took me 30 seconds to prove you wrong. Like, if you're going to lie about something, at least make it like difficult for me to find the answer. And in your defense, you might not have known, but either way, you looked stupid. Like, yeah. And I admit I'm not a huge fan of playing like a lot of songs on a stream. Like, it's just not but it's one of the to give Eric, she's here to give me extra views. But yeah. Yeah, she's been here before. My daughter says it like it is. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you can go F yourself too. I'm 5'2.5". I was 5'3", but 24-hour timeout. Okay. Like, let's hear that song again. Don't let it derail you. I won't. Let's play it again. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. All right. Should we play this song? We'll start it over. Okay.
Oh, Bruce Maskin, lawyer bold, and Gainesville's court so green, filed the motion wild and wacky to move its same old scene.
Take it from Gainesville to Gainesville.
He cried with a shout. The judge just smirked and shut it down. Bruce, what's this about? Oh, Bruce! Oh, Bruce!
I will let this play. I have to go get her ice real quick.
Judge keeps denying. The courtroom's hissing. Rating no line. I'm blackballed, it's true. Fame's what you're chasing, but it's chasing you. Defendant Lynette and John. He faced the YouTube king, Jeremy Hales, with signs and fame, making cash bells ring. Bruce yelled,
It's all a sham.
he wrote the signs, I swear. But the judge just yawned, denied again. Bruce, take it elsewhere. Oh, Bruce, you're swinging and missing. Judge keeps denying. The courtroom's hissing. Rating no line. I'm blackballed, it's true. Fame's what you're chasing, but it's chasing you.
Hello.
He phones aware, they're out to get me. I'm a legal star. Screaming about sanctions, fame's his fuel. He's taking it too far. Handwriting experts, wild claim signs in the night. Judge rolls his eyes. Bruce, sit down, you're blocking my light. Preston and Cook got pawns. He howls, hails, wants the views. But every motion's bounced right back. He's singing the blues. Black Bob, he roars. I'm famous, see, from Otter Creek to town. The judge just sighs, denied. Bruce, man, you're wearing me down. Oh, Bruce, you're swinging and missing. Judge keeps denying. The courtroom's hissing. Rating no line. I'm blackballed, it's true. Fame's what you're chasing, but it's chasing you. So here's to Bruce with his loud refrain. Fumbling in court, yeah, he's loving the fame. From Gainesville to, well, Gainesville still. Maskin's the lawyer with the comedy thrill.
I'm liking this gospel. I think the Facebook page. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there because I want to show the document again for Terry, because I did kind of go over it fast because when I read it the first time, your girl forgot to actually like put it up on the screen because I boomered it. It happens. This is the extension of time to the amended motion for extension of time to disclose a rebuttal expert. Plaintiff has responded in opposition. In the motion, defendant sought an extension of time to disclose a rebuttal handwriting expert. Defendants further stated that if the extensions were to be denied, then they would assert counterclaims against plaintiff and designate the expert not as a rebuttal expert, but as an affirmative expert to testify in support of their counterclaims. Defendants have since filed such counterclaims against plaintiff. In those counterclaims, defendants deny writing the signs in question and claim plaintiff created the signs. For all practical purposes, it appears that defendant's motion has become moot based on the filing of the counterclaims. Any handwriting expert and properly and timely disclosed by defendants to support their affirmative counterclaims would be speaking to the same issues as an expert retained to rebut plaintiff's allegations that defendant created the signs. Accordingly, amended motion for extension of time to disclose a rebuttal expert is denied as moot. So it's Bubbles is going for a world record. Yeah. We will check while I am here. Yeah. I would have liked to see what the judge thinks about the fact that they had already hired a rebuttal expert. At this point, BBB is moot. Bruce is moot. I'm just gonna leave this one right here. I am going to check while we are here. While we are hanging out, we will check the other suit. I'm going to make sure that this one doesn't have anything else while we are talking. Something else might have been filed because I don't know. The judge seems to file things back to back to back to back. So we're just gonna make sure that there's nothing else filed that we might have missed. So, nope, there is nothing else in that one. So we are going to go back to further utilities. Docket sheet query. Oh, See, I haven't figured out Pacer enough to figure out how to change the Northern District of Florida. How to change. Let's see. Hales. And I know the new case because it's Jeremy's full name, Jeremy Bryan, and not his middle initial. So let's see if any is filed in the new case. Nope. Same as yesterday. There's the amended document, which just added the picture of Lynette and what's her name in front of the signs, and a summons. That's it. Nothing is. This is what is. Share screen. This is the other case. So there's nothing. So it's I thought I'd check while we were here. So, but even checking costs me money. See, like transaction request. I pulled this up, and that's why I only check it a couple of days or a couple of times a day, because every time I check it, I get charged, even if it's just a quarter here. It's 10 cents a page. So it might not seem like a lot, but it does add up. It does add up. And here's Glean. Thank you for the gifted Squid Pro Quo membership. And I don't have my studio open, so I can't see who that went to. I apologize. And Rick Friend, thank you for the $2 super chat. Banana Fund. We actually have a Walmart order placed right now. The good news about living here is Walmart delivers. We didn't have that before, being so far away. That I really don't know. I don't know much about the Ohio stuff. I really only know about the Levy County stuff and the federal. So that is outside of my area of expertise. And toll roads on the internet, pretty much. So I understand that the government needs the cash, but it's a thing. So, I just gotta. I know who Andrea is. I will just say that. Whew. All right. On that note, do you think Lynette will show her March Depot since arrested? And I have no idea. Like, I would like to say yes. I would like to say yes, but I'm not really sure. I give people the benefit of the doubt before and even her last one. I mean, she did end up getting deposed. It's possible she doesn't show up, but I think she does, because like, I think this has gone too far that like even she's like, F this shit, let's get it over with. And Photo Lady, well, thank you for the $10 super chat for the document fund. Love you, girl. Let's just put it this way. Andrea, you might want to spare yourself, because y'all couldn't talk shit about me and actually make me care before. I just proved I have more subs than you. And yeah, have fun on your podcast tonight. So I just got a text about Andrea's actual identity. Yeah, she's not just part of the hater channel. She is the hater channel. But, you didn't hear that from me. All right. I am going to, he can't file his ineffective counsel on himself. Yeah, and I'm to this point, like, okay, I'm not a fan of Lynette at all. Like, let's put it this way. But I'm also the other one, the one that's being sued. No, Tori was the one who went after Flash Fan. This was the one who's being sued. So, however, Cynthia, thank you for the $10 super chat. This is the document fund as well. Y'all are awesome. It's just one of those things of like, when people talk about me, it just makes me laugh, because I have issues with some people, and I might infer who they are, but I will never name them by names. And no matter how pissed I get at somebody, I will never show screenshots of anything. I showed Bubbles emails, but I also said that I was going to be showing Bubbles emails. As soon as he asked me for permission to read them, I knew. That's when I instantly went to Tug, and I'm like, here's this. If he responds again, I will let you know. But it's one of those things of like, it's just one of those things of like, I just don't care, because apparently the more people that try to hate on me, the more entertaining people find me. And I don't know why, because it's weird, but hey, whatever. You want to help me get more views? Fine. You do you, boo-boo. But I'm going to treat all the other drama just like I'm treating the fleas. I just, Kim, you didn't hear me say it out loud, but it's the flea who's being sued, or the thunder cows, because I'm sorry, I've been calling them the fleas lately. I need to go back to thunder cows, because I know they hate it. I know they hate it, so I'm going to keep doing it, because I know you hate it. And the only thing that I was told, the most creative name they can come up with for me is like super bitch. And I'm like, my husband calls me that. Be more creative. He doesn't really, but like, na thunder. Yeah, I have AC/DC in my head now. Thank you. Tori is the one who her identity, if it wasn't her, somebody was using her account, because she's the one who went on a racist rant against my mod. which I will still, like, anybody messes with my flash fan, messes with my flash fan, you will mess with me. My mods are my friends. My mods are my family. I trust my mods. So when I, yeah. I don't know. I think she's, I don't know. I would like to say that, like, even though she might say things that are mean, there's a difference between saying something that's mean and saying something that's defamation. So it's, yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't take kindly to threats or, like, and when I just look at it this way, when, like, people make fun of me, it's like, tell me something I don't know. Like, if you're going to be creative, like, when you have anxiety, like, you are harder on yourself than anybody else. And I make fun of myself. Like, I say I boomered something because, like, what's the worst? Now that if someone makes fun of me saying I boomered something, it's like, yeah, tell me something I don't know. Like, be creative in your insults, people. But thank you for trying to be creative with your insults there, Andrea, aka Lisa, aka Fleabag #1, aka yes, aka Thunder Cow. Just don't confuse Thunder Cow with Thunder from Down Under. Let's keep those on two. Like, I'm a mod because Judge sentenced me to it a year ago. I got Squid's car and I didn't have insurance. The judge said I had a mod for Squid. Yes, you have. Oh, you hit my car. You have debts to pay. I always said if you're attacking me, you're leaving someone else alone because it doesn't bother me. Yeah, I find it hilarious. I really find it hilarious. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I just yeah, this was a long time ago. That was on election night. Rosalind had done an election night stream and she came into she used a fake Discord account and yeah. Patty and Selma. Don't insult Patty and Selma. Come on. Hey, sticky bitchy. Yes, that's the thing. Just be an adult. If you don't like what's being shown or discussed, leave. Don't announce your departure. We don't care. Yeah, it's not an airport. Oh, speaking of airports, did you hear about the like did you hear about the near miss at Chicago's airport? Not Midway, not O'Hare, but Midway. A what looked like a Southwest Airlines jet was coming in for a landing, and it looked like a CRJ. What's with CRJs lately? The CRJ was crossing the runway at the same time that what I think is a 737. I just caught it quick on a YouTube or like a short or something. Yeah. No, not the one. I don't think the one with the birds, but this is a CRJ crossing an active runway that a 737. And for those of you who don't know much about aircraft, a 737 is a much larger aircraft than a CRJ. A CRJ is kind of like a flying pack of gum. It's long and skinny. A 737 is kind of a hefty, stockier looking jet. Yeah, good for him. And I don't fly Southwest because when they, it might be different now, but back in 2009 or 10, when they merged with AirTran, what I called Air Trash, they had to use Air Trash's maintenance certification because Southwest was on the verge of getting theirs revoked by the FAA. So, yeah. Hey, Wayne, on that note, I am going to hop off of here. I am going to get back to unpacking. I was doing stuff in the garage when I just so happened to check my messages. And it was like, yeah. Oh, and Mondays are generally going to be the air traffic control lawsuit. I just got my hands on the new Jeremy lawsuit. So Mondays, I'm going to start doing the a case of the Mondays. So it's going to be a federal case. Updates on stuff. Yeah. CRJs are the runs to the litter. Yeah, Mama Squid worked for an airline too. She's actually done weight and balance paperwork on a CRJ. CRJs were quite. We worked in Milwaukee, so CRJs were quite common. So were 737s, and so were Embraer 170s, which is kind of all the jets that have been involved in some shit lately. And Sonny or Chris, thank you for the $5 super chat. I was almost historical bad incident at Midway. Yeah. Think of think of that as like a semi versus a Ford Escort or a Chevy Cavalier. You're just not going to survive that. Like there's just some things. Hey, Alfie. Yeah, we're here. Not for much longer though. I am going back into the garage and unpacking some boxes of children's toys. It is 75 degrees outside, so it is and sunny. There's not a cloud in the sky. And I also have some curtains to hang up, like in the dining room and in this room. I am going to be doing a stream tonight at about 7:30, whatever time that Mr. Squid and the little one go lay down. And we are going to be doing the Zach Young versus CNN trial and watching CNN get their ass kicked, which is always a good time. Right now, it's Zach Young on the stand. And then Thursday, I am doing more of the Thursday morning, 9 a.m., more of the Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni Holly Weird drama, which is kind of, there's a lot of tea that's being spilled and there's a lot of allegations that may or may not be true. It's kind of funny that one side still comes up with receipts and is willing to share those receipts publicly, and the other side doesn't really share a lot, but makes a lot of accusations. So far, that's the gist that I've gotten. But there is 2 lawsuits, and Justin Baldoni has a website with a timeline with receipts. So we will be going through that. Since there is so much, we will be going through that as quickly as possible. And then tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern time, I am going to be with Captain Current again, and we are doing part 5 of Tessa's story, which is why things like Tessa's story is why I have a channel. I know it's not as dramatic, but it is the first time that I have gone through legal documents and hearings with a victim's parent. For those of you who don't know, go check out Captain Kern. He just hit 3K on YouTube. He did a video on the anniversary of his daughter's death. She was unalived by her boyfriend, and he will not be in jail for very long. He got more. Yeah, he didn't get as much time as he should have. But we've noticed some things in jury instructions that have been very questionable to me. And this is why I have a channel, because a lot of people think 20 years and they think, oh, they're going to be away for 20 years. But it says indeterminate amount of 20 years. So it could be 20 years. It could be 10 years with good behavior. It could be 5 years with good behavior. Yeah. And I cannot take credit for that song. That was all Rogue Mama. That is her. She is the song genius. I am not. My cousin's a retired air traffic controller. The government is changing the transmission process. She would not fly until it gets figured out. It's one of those things. I am on Mondays. I am reading the lawsuit of Andrew Brigada versus the FAA, where he and about 1,000 other air traffic controller candidates were not approved because they were the wrong skin color, and they were changing the requirements from the college-based program to trying to get more off the street or public recruits, and making sure they had enough diversity to go around. There were too many white men as air traffic controllers. So I would be interested to hear his take on all of this this lawsuit, because it was filed back in 2015. So it was filed even before Trump became president the first time. So people are like, oh, it's Trump. No, this was filed in 2015. So this is way before, well, not way before, but this is before Trump became in office. So there's people who hate. There's Captain Kern's link. Go subscribe to him if you haven't. But anyway, I will see you guys on the next one. Let's see who we can redirect to. I think Mo is live. Whoop, hold on. Let's see. I have to go into my yeah. Oh, you want my phone? Okay. Of course. What the little wants, the little gets. Yes, ma'am. Oh, it's locked and she wants to play music. There you go. There you go. There we go. Hey, Tinky Boo. And my Walmart delivery is here too. So y'all have a good one. Let's see who is live. Broken Baker. I thought Mo in the Deep End was live too. Let's see. Or did she end her stream? All right, we're going to go over to Broken Baker. Oh, actually, Nick Starl, Adelson Matriarch Murder Trial. There we go. All right, y'all have a great day. See you. Bye, guys.